Alright. And we're back. Let's see. Now, back up. Just finished taking out a invasion of gargoyles. And now I'm gonna try to make a mad dash to a chapel. Not a whole lot to say. But hello everybody who was able to make it today. And there's no room for me to go anywhere else. They go straight to the chapel. Huh. Hey, Atrocious. Let's see here. Oh, there's a Nenio. Alright. Anavia stares through her spyglass at a low fortification on the hill. Even at this distance, you can hear blood-curdling screams coming from within. There. That's where they took them. Looks like the monsters are having a feast. Anavia shudders. We've got some survivors. They escaped somehow. But they'll never make it away from those gargoyles. That reminds me. Look who I met here. She was just standing there blinking, as if she knew someone would come for her. What? Ah, yes. It must be admitted that gargoyle-born flight is ineffective and uncomfortable. By the way, did you know that gargoyles can be tickled by scratching their heels? Nenio plucks a thorny burr from her hair. I'll wait here. Send me the ones you can save from those monsters. I'll care for the wounded and get them to safety. Wendell. Master, why are we wasting our energy saving weaklings who couldn't even defend themselves? I can't leave people in the clutches of those monsters, lawful, because I said so. Are you arguing with me? Chaotic. Why not? Since when does Windwalk turn down a chance to fight? Evil, my arm is my weapon. If they die now, how can I deploy them at Dresden? And last, now's not the time for questions. It's time to fight. I'll choose the chaotic option. Why not? Since when does Windwalk turn down a chance to fight? I didn't. Windwalk sees and grips her weapon. I'll rip the wings off them. I'll tear out their fangs and cut out their guts. Let's see. How are you holding up? Alright, better than the people in there. What do you see on the hill? Just what Nora said. Gargoyles, ghouls, fresh ones. Hasn't been long since they turned, and they didn't die pretty. Looks like the demons stormed the chapel at some point. so we don't have to worry about getting inside. There's a huge hole in the wall where the gate used to be. At least that's one piece of good news. Is that winged demon in there? Well, I didn't see him flying away. I sincerely hope that wretch isn't thinking of leaving, especially when he personally invited us to this occasion, which would be the height of rudeness for a host. Do you have extra healing wands? The party needs healing too. I could share some wands I took to care for the wounded, but then we might not have enough to heal all our soldiers. Are you sure you want to spend this magic on the party? No, keep them. Many will need healing today. I hope we manage to save at least some. Right. I'm going to the chapel. Save everyone you can, please. Anivia will not say her wife's name, but her eyes make a silent plea. And Elmade watch over you. Desna go with you. Ah, so... Alright, so she's joining us. Okay. It hurts. Did the magic really work? I don't want to turn into a ghoul. Isn't it like monster movie stuff? Like if a ghoul bites you, you turn, but that's it? Like they could scratch you and you're fine? I don't know how Pathfinder ghouls and zombies work. Like... Oh. They're spending too much time trying to come in, so just give a howl.
Save the last one for me.
This kill is for you.
Nothing to it. Right. Yes, your turn if bitten by a ghoul. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Is that you, little girl? The old soldier coughs and then shudders, but makes no effort to rise from the blood-soaked ground. A sharpened wooden stake protrudes from his stomach. Say something kind to me, for one last. And here's our blessed little beggar. I was beginning to think I'd never set eyes on that grubby little face ever again. But it seems that fate truly does watch over the mad. How can you be so blind? It's not fate, it's not luck or chance or anything of the kind. This girl is cunning and extremely dangerous, and she's certainly able to hide her true nature better than you. Camilla smiles cryptically. Tosh, what could a little witch from the back alleys be hiding? Her spells are weak, her cantrips laughable. She can't even hold a weapon in those charred hands. She doesn't have enough fingers. Whatever made you think that she could be dangerous? Both she and I learned to survive in feral labyrinths by devouring the weak. I was in the caves and she was on the streets. I don't know what she's been through, but her strength is a mystery to me. But it is strength that she possesses, no doubt about that. You can't understand. Weapons and magic, they're just toys to you. You're a spoiled child whose parents let her stay up past her bedtime. True nature, that of a killer, admitted Camilla as she's not evil, stop it. She's just spoiled. That's all. She's just raised with a silver spoon, and Windowog's overestimating that, trying to read it like something it's not. All right, Ember. I don't know what fate is, but my grandma watches over me, and my crow. Yes, of course, fate, grandmother, and crow. No, you won't die. Look, healing radiance glows from in her fingertips. I still have spells. You don't have to die here. Moving with effort, the soldier pushes her hand away. No, I'm finished. They bit me. The pestilence is in the wound. I can feel it. Soon I'll be like them. Run away before it's too late. Naaron. I think the old fellow is right. You or I could heal any ordinary wound, but we stand little chance against a ghoul bite. Come along, Ember. The longer we stand around out in the open like this, the more likely we are to end up back in the gargoyle's clutches. Dayron looks disheveled and slightly disoriented, and his shoulders tremble with excess tension. No, please, don't give up. I'll carry you. You can't die. Your granddaughter is waiting for you at home. The crow on Ember's shoulders croaks slightly, as if confirming her words. Granddaughter. Yes, you remind me of her. Boisterous little thing, but you can't lift me. No, I can't be helped. Death comes for us all, little girl. I have made my peace with it, and you should too.
Yes.
Serious wounds. She looks around and sees you. Look, it's the commander. He can definitely help you. Ember swiftly pulls the stake from the soldier's body and heals the wound with a spell. Ember, how did you escape? They wanted to make me stop moving like the others, but they couldn't. It just didn't work on me. Their claws froze everyone else like statues, but I ran away. Darren, how did you escape? What? Oh, there's a well further up. It serves as the entrance to a small cave where the gargoyles stash their treasure. They obviously took me for the same, the flattery. They obviously thought I wouldn't be able to get out on my own, so they left me in there. But I did get out, though I paid dearly for it. I've got scratches and dirt all over me. Darren briefly falters, then adds with affected nonchalance. And when I say treasure, I don't mean anything truly valuable. There is nothing down there worth your attention. What's inside the chapel? It's very scary in there. Everyone gets killed and then turned into ghouls. The people are always screaming, and the winged demon is always laughing. Are you alive, warrior? Can you walk? Get to the foot of the hill, and Evia will heal you. I told you, you don't have to die. Not here, not today. And what should I do? I can help you fight these monsters, but perhaps I'll be of more help down there with Anivia. I have the same question, Darren winces. You know I must have heard at least 1,000 stories about the horrors of war with the demons and the nightmares of the Worldwound. I was raised on them and surrounded by them. I even lived through some of them myself, but none of it prepared me for what happened here. I can't imagine how much wine it's going to take to banish from my memory the moment when I found myself alone and surrounded by monsters. And that's why I very much want to go with you and see the monsters quake in fear. It's only fair. How screwed am I if I don't take any of them? Oh, I got Sela. Sela can heal. And let's see, so can Camilla. And let me think. You know what? I'll be fine. Yeah, both of you go help. And Evia needs your help more. Sure. Let's do this. Alright.
All this waiting bores.
While they're trying to land, let's get this started.
A fine trophy.
Open your heart to me.
Magritium Turinos.
There. Let's see here. Let's change the formation up a bit. There. That should do it.
The heart quickens.
Uh-oh. Look, a gold tooth. Don't get your paws off. Come on, save the guy. Ah, come on! Damn it. Couldn't heal the guy. This is this damn storm.
Bathe in your blood.
You didn't change your party? Oh, no. I told Ember and Dayrun to stay over in the camp to help others. Alright, that's up. So. Yeah, it should be fine.
Remember my name. Wenduag.
I lead. You follow.
Oh, you
I
know
will
what?
help where I can.
No time for debates. I'll cut you wide open.
Let's see. Cowards, take one step back and we'll finish you ourselves, armigers. You call yourself crusaders? Fight to the death. So is... well, the armigers are getting shit done. Gold stalkers. You're gonna need healing too. Oh. Well, hopefully Camilla and Sela are enough for healing. Yaker salutes you with his mace covered in blood. This time those winged beasts won't defeat us. We escaped, and we're ready to chop them to bits. Ready, are we? Speak for yourself. Gods, why did I ever go on this crusade? I could have stayed home, picked mushrooms, milked my goat. Does Regil still live? Yes, He's here somewhere. He managed to help a few of your recruits escape, and he's already made a decent fighting squad out of them. How did you escape? They didn't even get a chance to take us prisoner. It is too dangerous to fight a gargoyle while it's carrying you in midair, but once it starts to land, it becomes vulnerable. We escaped their claws over the slope and took the weapons from the fallen. Lo and behold, Regil Durange's fighters are back and ready to serve. Are there any prisoners left? Yes, there are many. We retreated to regroup, hoping for reinforcements, and you proved us right. Let's see. I see not everyone here still boasts your fighting spirit. Yeager looks with disdain at the recruits sent by the Queen, yellow-beaked snot-noses. They've never even seen a real fight. If it wasn't for us, they'd all scatter and the gargoyles would pick them off one by one. Hell Knights execute such cowards on the spot, to serve as an example for the rest. Let's see. Stop scaring the poor wretches. There will be no public executions in my army. Lawful, execute one of the recruits. This is what I do to deserters. Just no. Chaotic, Mockacre. The Hell Knights are big talkers, alright. There's nothing you don't know and nothing you're not good at. Evil, execute all the recruits. Cowards have no place in my army. Jeez. We'll just do the... I'll do the good option here. Stop scaring the poor wretches. There will be no public executions in my army. Yes, Commander. The order not to frighten the recruits will be executed. Yeager answers in a brisk tone, coming to full attention. Right. Retreat to the foot of the hill. Find Anivia and wait for my return. Affirmative. Alright, let's go. If only you were evil. Yeah, get down quickly. Won't hold them for long. Take the wound away. I'll hold them. Ah, it's that guy. Celestial leans over the body of a woman clad in a Hell Knight's black armor. Although she was obviously dead, he whispers a prayer and casts a healing spell, to no avail. His face twists in pain as he shakes his head, refusing to believe what is happening. Wake up. Please wake up. Did you know her? No, not her. We were brought here together. I admit, even I was caught off guard when gargoyles grabbed me and dragged me off. The recruits must have been terrified. She did well, though. As soon as the monsters were about to land, she twisted out of their claws and helped us all escape. Cecile takes a heavy metal shield from the dead woman's hands and considers its intricate decoration. This shield, I prayed my eyes deceived me in the darkness, but now there's no doubt. Immaculate petal. Louis, this is my brother's shield. It was kept as a relic in our church for centuries. We used to gaze upon it as children, imagining the adventures of its previous owners. When Trevor went to the crusade, he took this shield with him. Biting his lip, he looks at the dead woman's blood-spattered face. Who are you? Where did you get it from? In the name of Shellen, why didn't we get to talk while you were still alive? Okay. Maybe her squad mates or her commander will be able to tell us something. Maybe she just bought the shield somewhere. Fate seems to be playing tricks on you. I guess I'll just go with the first one. Maybe her squad or her commander will be able to tell us something. Yes, they must know something. When we're finished with this cursed chapel, please ask the Hell Knight commander about this woman. It's unlikely he'll talk freely with me, but for now, whoever you were, thank you. He gently closes the eyes of the dead woman and takes hold of the shield by its leather straps. To arms! Oh, Socio, I'm so glad you're alright. You can't imagine how worried I was. Yeah, sure. Except Socio into your party. Come with me. Nope. So we'll do the last one. Retreat to the foot of the hill. Very well. I'm afraid that many will need healing. Now about this shield you found, is it in my inventory? It doesn't look like it. God damn it. So he took the shield with him? That's lame.
Onwards!
Right. Help. Somebody help. A wounded warrior lying among the mutilated, lifeless bodies cries out for help. It's hard for her to shout. Her cheek is torn, and her teeth are showing through the wound. Failed perception. She won't last long without your help. Failed perception? I rolled a 4. Let's see. Difficulty 22. I needed a 7. I just needed a 7. Come on. It's a trap. No, she won't last long without my help. I need to help her. Let's see. Sela throws out her arm in a warning gesture and whispers out of the corner of her mouth. Not bodies, ghouls. Stay down. Stay. Windwalk murmurs under her breath as she unsheaths her weapon. You won't be getting up again. Well, everybody's gonna warn me. Hey you beast, I see you. Get up now. Now, prepare to attack the ghouls that are pretending to be corpses. Alright, let's see. Crusader there.
You are my favorite aid.
Just put them all in a hole. The curse is dead. It's whatever. Wonder if they can feel fear. Let's find out.
Good. Well,
No, you know what? No. We'll just wait with that.
Yes, they will break against our resolve.
Well, they made the save.
the spirits demand your blood.
Into the fray!
Undead don't feel fear. Only turn undead works on them. Oh. Alright. Moving on.
Let me draw the first blood.
No. Gold creepers against armigers. Come on, Regil. There he is. It seems you have forgotten, but you can also fall to the pit. Oh, I was just confident they would make the save. That's all. Alright, Regil, stop whining. Raise your weapons. Ready your defense. You wounded. Hold your torches up. Did the Queen send us soldiers? Looks more like a sewing circle. Commander. As he sees you, Regil throws his fist in the air. Despite some claw wounds, he's chipper and full of fighting spirit. Ready to report on the situation. We organized an escape. There are no fewer than 36 gargoyles and ghouls in the fortress. We lacked sufficient forces for a confrontation, so we withdrew. Look, a Hell Knight stooping to help his allies. I never thought I'd be glad to see your face, Regil. I will always preserve the lives of allied forces. If you fought in terms of efficiency and achieving your goals, as every fighter should in this war against the demons, you would be far less surprised at my actions. Alright. How did you escape? Gargoyles are used to dealing with weak and poorly trained fighters. Civilians near enough. During our first battle with them, we weren't at our best. But while they grew confident in their victory, we studied their habits. They become vulnerable when they are preparing to land. It's a simple matter to free yourself from their claws. The rest is a question of skill. Those gargoyles just won't leave your unit alone. It's not about my unit, Commander. The gargoyles seem to know precisely in which tents to find their targets in. And another thing, do you recall the fire at the camp? Gargoyles don't have any incendiary weapons. The flames were what guided them to us. I don't know what Commander Tirabade and her celebrated watch are getting paid for. It's clear as day there's an enemy spy in your camp. What's going on in the chapel? It's a slaughterhouse. Even I almost threw up. The demon, you see, just killing and eating his victims isn't enough for him. He's inventive. Regil exhales the last word with disgust. This can promise nothing good. Right. Send your fighters to the foot of the hill. The survivors are gathering there. Consider it done. Am I to retreat with them or come with you? Except Regil and the party. You'll come with me. I'll need all my allies to take out this nest. Affirmative. Right, there. Now I have a full party. All the healers are back at camp, so losses should be minimal. And if it winds up being I could have taken just one person, I'll be pissed. Right. I've got 35 freaking potions. This is gonna weigh me down if I don't start using these. Alright, close enough. Get a hit when it only heals for 1 or 2 HP. Yeah, finally. Alright. Regil is just a tiny Terminator. Yeah, he's great. The hell? Alright, before anything else, let's change up the party dynamic. Her over there, you over there. Alright, let's go. Free the Crusader. It's probably another trap, but oh well. It hurts. It sure does. I'm bleeding. Rusty blades and jagged shards protrude from the pile of broken weapons and armor.
I am helpful, am I not?
Thank you, Commander.
Save the last one for me.
No problem.
Not predict so much smoke.
Oh,
Battles await.
I gotta keep remembering to keep that arcane strike highlighted. Now, that's into the top. I guess that means there's a check up here that lets me climb to the bottom.
Move out.
Inheritor, do not leave me here in the darkness. Deliver me from evil. I used to pray to that fool too, but what's the point? Things got so much better after I renounced her. Remember how many years we've been friends? Should we really let religion come between us? Yeah. This army is more fun than the Crusaders. Come on, friend. Renounce her. Come to us. All our friends are already here. Renounce her or we'll devour you. I will not fear evil, for you are with me, Ionade. Oh, nice. Way to go, buddy. We'll win. We'll live to see the dawn. Alright. Damn. Why can't I have that guy in my party? It's another thing that he's just a nameless soldier. He's like, I'm just another guy. That is impressive. Yeah, screw it. Next, the inside of the chapel. Let's see what's on the outskirts of it.
No one stands in my way.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
You can trust me.
I'm sure I can. Alright, let's see. What do we do now? Yeah, this is just the outside of the...
Head on.
Okay, it's just a random fight. Nothing else there. Library cultist. Oh, for 8 minutes.
Die!
got your back.
Charge.
Rely on me.
Charge.
Did I mess up again?
Yep.
Your orders, Commander.
Alright, let's go.
The heartbeat quickens.
The shut-ins of
The world in crimson.
Nothing to it. Welcome to the slaughterhouse. Alright. I hate how many of these potions are rolling for the lowest amount. Alright, let's go. Alright, here we go. In the visage of the ghoul before you, one can barely recognize the Honorable Visalai Raphamus, your regimental cleric. His fuzzy gray beard is gone along with his other hair, and his once lively face has grown gaunt and livid. The skull of the old cleric is cracked open, and whitish larvae wriggle inside. But this seems not to bother him at all. Transformed Raphamus. Heretics, dirty slaves of false gods. The cleric paces up and down before a desecrated altar, on which an unholy symbol of Cabreri has been drawn. A group of ghouls have brought the soldiers to kneel before him. Renounce your idols. Bow down before him who gnaws, or you shall be sacrificed upon his altar. No, never. Holy Iomade, hear me now. I will gladly die before I renounce you. Oh, here we go. A sacrifice. The old man's claws sink into the soldier's body. Shuddering in pain, the latter whispers a prayer through his teeth. Well, who will be the first to taste flesh? Who will take Cabreri's communion? I will. A pale woman looks at the cleric. Her eyes are glassy with madness. I renounce Sarenrae. Hail to Cabreri. I will do anything you say. Cowardice. Treachery. This is what happens when an army lacks discipline. Aeon Path. I don't have it, so I can't even say that. Alright. Good. Don't listen to his wicked words. The good gods won't forsake you, and neither will I. Chaotic. Warriors, remember that your spirit is free. No demon worshipper has the right to give you orders. Lawful, intimidate. Anyone who renounces the Crusaders will die here and now. Viscally, come to your senses. Remember who you are. You are a crusader, a cleric of Abadar. Alright, let's see. I have a 26 intimidate. Only a 17 for these other choices. Damn. Well, since I'm so good at being intimidating, I'm gonna choose the lawful choice. Since we know my luck with skill checks. Anyone who renounces the Crusader, the Crusades will die here and now. Succeeded. What did I roll? What did I get? I'm just curious. I got a 17. Man, I could have done the other options. Oh well. Despair falls from the soldiers' bloody faces, replaced by grim resolution. One of them whispers a prayer, and bright light bathes the vaults of the desecrated church. The undead shriek with unnatural force. Huh. Queen Galfrey. By the light and the sword, praise the inheritor. A figure in simple knight's armor appears next to the fighters and strikes down the nearest ghoul with one blow. Crusaders. Alright. I'm gonna kill Raphamus. Oh wait, no, everybody's already on it. That's awesome. Like, take all the attacks of opportunity, don't care. Oh, you know what? Cast haste.
Hell, what is that?
Alright, Raphamus is down. Ah, who am I kidding? I don't need to worry about micromanaging anything else. Haste is just that good of a spell early game. The queen greets you with a nod as she closely examines her sword. Her lips are pursed and her eyes are burning with rage. This church, I knew it well. You should care about attacks of opportunity. They can mess you up. Ah, that's only true if you get hit. No attack matters if they all miss. And yeah, you're right. I should. Alright. This church, I knew it well. In its days of grandeur, I remember the voices of 100 warriors soaring through its vaults in a common prayer. I remember the holiness of the rector, the weight of his hand on my forehead, when he blessed me before battle. On this very spot, I stood with my 3 friends, who would not live to see this day, but to see the den of depravity those demons have turned it into. It is almost more than I can bear. I'm glad you broke free of your captors, my queen. Good. We'll put an end to evil that's work here. We don't have time for that. We should keep moving. Chaotic. From the demon's point of view, more bloodshed only improves the atmosphere. Nah, no, I'm not saying that. What the hell? Guess I'll say the good lined option. We'll put an end to the evil that's at work here. We surely will. Canabris was the first step. Purging this church of demonic filth is our second, and Dresden will soon follow. Well then, off we must go. I'll get these soldiers to safety. You can stay and clear the area, Commander. Unidentified amulet. And this amulet is what exactly? Amulet of Agile Fist. Oh, whoop-de-doo. Shield of Magical Retribution. It's a buckler. Whenever an enemy hits the wielder of this +2 light shield with any touch attack, melee or ranged, the enemy suffers 2d6 force damage. Oh, that is sick. Alright, give it to the one person who's using...
Just no.
What? Why can't she use it?
Would you please keep this ugly thing away from me?
What the hell? Oh, buckler and light shield. There's an apparent difference. Okay. I could give it to Sela. Or I could take it. Alright. Guess I'll give it to Sela then. Right now this is better than a regular heavy shield after all. Alright.
I hope you appreciate this.
Knowledge
It
will come.
went splendidly.
The ritual circle drawn in blood on the floor of the desecrated church. It is covered with the unholy symbols of the Lords of the Abyss. Alright.
I am helpful, am I not?
Indeed. Now what do we have at this altar here? The altar exudes the last remains of the holy power that once ruled over this place. Alright, what does that do? The corruption of the abyss retreats in the face of the cleansed relic's sanctified power. Oh, neat. Alright, so I'm guessing there's nothing to do here.
You follow.
Ah. Okay, I guess I know where I'm supposed to go.
Onwards.
What do we have here?
Yeah, okay.
I heed the voice of the spirits. I am helpful, am I not?
Alright. Stone Golem.
I'm losing my temper.
Yeah, it's just one stone golem. What's the harm? Oh, that's some real harm. That's a lot of harm.
Cave slug for a foe.
Yeah. The bed sheets have yellowed and the blanket has been eaten by moths. Okay. Zacharias, toward eternity. Now, I just finished grabbing a staff that belonged to this guy, so... See. The forced reclusion that once seemed to a curse to me is becoming more bearable now that I have access to materials to work with. In my current straitened circumstances, my only diversion lies in scientific endeavor and exercising my mental faculties. Creating witless undead from crude components is the preserve of ignoramuses incapable of conceiving an original thought. With the application of even the barest effort in magic, any necromancer can unlock the true potential of our art. Oh shit. Alright. By availing oneself of the school of transmutation, several incomplete bodies can be turned into a single construct. That remarkably improves upon the capabilities of the raw material. However, even the most ambitious mages pursuing the path of necromancy rarely decide to take that final step and transform themselves in the same fashion as their own creations. Why? What drives such powerful revulsion to undeath among those whose life is criminally short? Perhaps the reason is fear of the gods, whose will these mages violate when they dare to meddle in the supreme order of things. Perhaps the instinctive disgust that arises when encountering eternal travelers in death is caused by the decay and Oh my. Give me a sec. What is that? Huh?
Desiccation. Desiccation.
The removal or moisture from something.
Desiccation.
Okay, got it. Alright. Alright. Perhaps the instinctive disgust that arises when encountering expanded. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone should take the opportunity to do that whenever they come across a new word. Alright. Let's see. Perhaps the instinctive disgust that arises when encountering eternal travelers in death is caused by the decay and desiccation of the corporeal sheath. Perhaps it is sentimental attachments that weaken the resolve. Not every mortal is capable of ascending to lichdom. Each one of us who has attained such a state has traveled an entirely distinct path from that of our peers. But we were united by one and the same goal, to which we drew nearer, with all the inevitability of a knife hurtling toward the heart. In truth, ascension begins not with knowledge of the art of creating a phylactery, nor with books on advanced necromancy, but with the creation of an inimitable and incorruptible ideal in the mage's soul, the ideal of immortality. You learn something new from this book. Oh, alright. What do I get? Zacharias, toward eternity. +1 competence bonus to difficulty checks on a spell with depth descriptor. Because reading is good for you. Now, if I actually used any
Now,
spells
what
that
is
had the
that?
depth descriptor, I'd be in business, but I don't, so. Oh wait, you know what? No. Use the lockpick. I have so many of these.
I hope you appreciate this.
I gotta sigh. Mead and corn liquor. Oh, horseshoe. Well, nothing else to note there. Let's go. I guess the other room right next to us. What's down here? There are dead flies in the cups. The food on the plates turned into a dry grayish mass a long time ago. What the hell is going on here? I thought there were people being turned into ghouls around here. And it looks like the place is deserted instead. Scroll of flare burst. Does this do damage? No. It's just a flare. It's just a flare cantrip. Secret overlords, the essence of the world order. Nah, I think that's some Aeon talk. Night of the Witch, Makivanos. What do we have here? Socorus Lost. Metal scraps. Piece of leather. The history of the world wound. On the basics of sin magic. Okay. Crusade Chronicles. Know thy enemy. A Crusader's brief.
Careful now.
Uh-oh. You see an undead man dressed in a style popular among Mendevian crusaders 100 years ago. Though long decayed, his expensive adornments indicate high status, and the clean and functional cut of his suit places its wearer in a military profession. The undead man sizes you up with a lordly glance. Zacharias. Greetings, Crusader. You have the honor of meeting Zacharias the Lich, the last warden of the newfound sanctuary and master of this place. I sensed you as soon as you stepped through the gates of my stronghold. There is something in your bag that belongs to me. Give me my wand, and as my oath dictates, I shall give you a gift. Sela grips her weapon and chokes out an oath. A lich, an actual lich. This isn't a laughing matter. We might not get out of this alive. The dark energy coming from the lich draws a response from inside you. A surge of power, similar to what you felt in the bandit cave, suppresses and overwhelms all other feelings, and fills you with new sensations. You lose control over your own body for a moment, as your hands, as if alive on their own, dive into the bag and take Zacharias' wand out. You would swear that it trembles with impatience, like a dog too long away from its beloved master. Lich. Right. Lich. A lich is the ultimate expression of a necromancer's power, representing their ability to transcend death and achieve immortality by becoming a powerful and intelligent undead creature. At the culmination of the process of becoming a lich, a necromancer transfers their soul into a specially created phylactery. As long as the phylactery remains intact, the lich cannot die. This wand. The famous wizard crusader Zacharias is honored in Mendef as one of the brightest heroes of the wars against the demons. His final feat, protecting the priests and congregation of the Lost Chapel, ended the sad chronicle of days after the fall of Dresden. Alright. The Lich considers the wand closely, as if listening to it. I sense that you once took dominion over the dead, those poor dead thieves in the caves. They didn't bow to you, and you punished them severely for it. My spirit hidden in the wand showed you what to do with the unruly corpses, and you listened. Well done. You shall make a worthy master of the undead. What do you want from me? Arrogance rings in the Lich's voice. Give me the wand and humbly beg for my help, and I shall not deny it. If you show yourself a worthy crusader, I shall prepare a ritual that will turn you into a lich. You will become an immortal being, and all shall bow down before you. And you won't even have to devote your short life to preparing for this great event. By the time I finish preparations for the ritual, you won't have aged even a year, and I shall be freed from my magic oath and may finally leave this place, and then you and I shall never meet again. The source does not inspire confidence, but his proposition is an intriguing one. Don't listen to him, no matter what he's got or what promises he makes. You'll be turned into an undead. That's not just shedding some unwanted flesh and bone. It will spell the end of any and all humanity you currently possess. It is evil. Too bad I didn't get such an offer. Boy, you must say yes, and I will record the metamorphosis happening to you in the encyclopedia. Do it, if not for yourself, for science. I have some questions about your proposal or propositions. Questions? The Lich exclaims in irritation. Give me my wand and I shall take you as an apprentice. Prove that you are a worthy crusader and I shall conduct a ritual that will make you a lich. The oaths binding me will finally fall, and we shall disappear from each other's lives forever. What can be unclear about this? Why are you offering this power to me? A low growl escapes the Lich before he speaks. Do not flatter yourself. Fate has decided this, not I who is bound by magic oaths. Only by fulfilling them will I be able to leave this pathetic place. When I was foolish and taken with crusader ideas, I made a mistake. I feared that becoming a lich might change me. I feared becoming a villain. And so I bound myself with a magic oath, which stops me from leaving this place until a worthy crusader comes here to return my wand and seek my aid. I dispatched my apprentice, Teldon, to spread word of my final wishes, and so began my wait for crusaders who would appear to accept my knowledge. But the days passed, and with them came a new understanding. What a magnificent idiot I had been. I had bound myself in a pointless oath, never thinking of the consequences. But now you are here, and the oath is about to be fulfilled. I shall wait no longer. Enough priceless time has been lost. What exactly are you going to do with me? Becoming a Lich is a complicated process. Most talented mages could not prepare for it if they devoted their entire lifetimes to the endeavor. It requires years to train and transform one's spirit, unless you have a brilliant mage on your side. I have invented a ritual that will allow me to prepare you myself. I will alter your mind and soul to prepare them for their new existence. It is a complicated process, so do not expect to awaken a master of the undead on the morrow. But by my vow, you will survive the transformation. While I have devoted decades to this ritual, the process will take you a mere half a year. How am I supposed to prove that I'm a worthy successor? I now know that the Crusades are utter folly, but when I was still alive, I believed in these foolish ideals, and included them as a mandatory condition for fulfilling my oath. You will have to prove by your actions that the Crusade is important to you. Here is some advice. I value wisdom and focus, and a wise and focused mind can see that the Crusaders will lose to the demons as long as they draw breath. The Crusaders' problem is that they can be killed, the dead cannot. The undead know no fear. They do not betray you, they suffer no wounds, and require no provisions. Most importantly, even a pathetic and feeble mortal can make a formidable undead soldier. A few thousand deaths is a small price to pay for victory. Everyone dies, no matter what decisions you make. The question is, will you place victory over the world wound above your own dubious ethics? If so, then I shall call you the worthiest of Crusaders, and the demons will learn fear when they see an army of undead warriors led by a powerful Lich. Alright. Why is this wand so important? The Lich answers condescendingly. The wand is far more than just a toy used to cast spells. It is my phylactery, the charmed vessel which holds my soul. So long as it remains intact, I am eternal. If I am destroyed, I shall be reborn again near the spiritual anchor of my phylactery. Be diligent and obedient to my will, and you too will become immortal. But that is not its main value. To be free of my oath, I must grant my power to a worthy crusader who brings me my wand and asks for help. Until that day, I serve as a prisoner in this pathetic abode. So as long as I have the wand, you are in my power? Zacharias answers with a smirk. That would be most convenient for you, wouldn't it? Sorry to disappoint you. If you refuse my instructions, I will kill you, and your corpse will deliver my wand back to Canabras. And I will wait for another 100 years, until another crusader comes to my door. But I value my time, as I suspect you value your life. It is better for both of us that you heed my words. Evil. And what if I just kill you and learn your secrets from your records? No. Everything is clear to me now. I hope you realize what a generous offer I've made to you. Sir Lich, may I offer myself as a specimen to be transformed into a Lich? It is the only way I can experience the impartially record and impartially record all the sensations of this magnificent process. You must see me as a colleague. We are both devotees of science. The Lich fixes his cold stare on You are not the bearer of my wand. I have no interest in you. Take your time to think about it. Your name will be immortalized in my encyclopedia after all. No. You didn't even ask what the encyclopedia was. It will gather all the knowledge in existence from across Galarian, without any division into black and white. Just dry, exhaustive facts. This will be a great book to determine the direction of the advancement of science toward a happy future. The Lich pauses, then turns his head to you. When you become a Lich, get rid of her, or you'll lose one of the main advantages of Undeaf. Silence. Ugh. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. I want to know more about you. What exactly would you know? My feats are sung in legend. Surely every crusader knows of them. Life beyond death has been a tedious term of imprisonment in this fortress, surrounded by foolish and maddening demons. Was that a work call? No, it wasn't. It was another spam call. I get quite a few of these now lately. Alright. My only occupation here has been observing the Crusaders' retreat. Further and further, losing city after city. The day those vacant mortals gave up Dresden, I stopped calling myself a Crusader and began to despise them. You're considered a hero. How did you become undead? Grinding his teeth, the Lich answers, I was no hero, but a talented fool who struck off to the crusade to entertain his pride. I adored the praise of the murmuring mediocrities. How flattered I was when a heap of stone on a mountainside was given into my care. They told us our struggle was important. Such folly. As I sat trapped here, I realized that I had wasted my powers, my time, and my talents in their battles. I'd believed the tales of good and right that must be protected. But even in the kingdom of good, there are those who wield power and those who obey. All these wars are merely an attempt to hold on to power. It matters not whose. Never again shall I wage war for anyone's power but my own. Why did you take up death magic? While I yet lived, I often thought how superior were the undead compared to the living. The Crusader army has suffered endless defeat, while an undead army would long ago have driven the demons back to the depths of the world womb. But though the dead would be the perfect warriors, they would answer to imperfect living masters. I needed a better solution. I studied vampires, but found them too ruled by passion, and thus utterly unsuitable. And then I considered the Lich. A Lich is the perfect undead being. It can possess fantastic power. Its mind survives the transformation, and it is eternal. I envisioned an army of crusaders led by immortal liches, and grew certain of my fate. But the process of becoming a lich takes years, and it is dangerous and tiresome. And most importantly, it is only possible for one mortal in a million. Thus I began to work on a ritual that would allow any, any mortal to become a Lich, all without decades of practicing magic or even wielding any magic power at all. Of course, I had to keep this research a secret, but in the end I succeeded. And the day the newfound sanctuary fell, I completed the ritual and became what I am today. Once you are free, will you rejoin the crusade? The Lich responds with mocking laughter. Become a crusader again? Not a chance. I've already given them too much of my time, and I have killed enough demons. No, when we are finished, I shall be on my way, and the crusaders should pray that our paths don't ever cross again. How have you survived among the demons? The pathetic spawn are no threat to me. The Lich chuckles arrogantly. They've tried to attack me a few times, but swiftly regretted it. Then I grew tired of their interference, and concealed my chambers with a spell. When I required a book from my library, I would go there in an invisible guise, and they had no idea I was beside them. I don't have any more questions. Now you realize who you are dealing with. Do not forget, for your own sake. See. Okay, I applaud. You've made yourself a Lich, while demanding that everyone else revere you as a holy hero? What a marvelous trick. You have my respect. I'm not saying that. See, good attack. You should have died long ago, but you will not cheat death today. I am not fighting a Lich. No fucking level 7. See, it won't give you the wand. It's the same fucking thing. You must have confused me for someone else. I'm leaving. Yeah, that's probably not going to work. Alright. Give him the wand. It belongs to you. What do you think you're doing? Green light shines in the Lich's eyes, and his arrogant tone offends the air. So, common sense wins out. How commendable. Otherwise, I should have had to kill you. But I have other plans for you. Accept this, my gift. Had we met under different circumstances, I'd never even consider sharing my power. But my oath obliges me. I, Zacharias, shall hereby fulfill my vow. A worthy crusader has come, and returned my wand to me. Now I may leave this prison, and you shall become my apprentice. Lost the wand. Oh! Shoot. Double clicked on accident. Alright. For my first order as your master, you must truly show yourself a worthy crusader, or my oath will not be fulfilled, and I am merely wasting my time. Meanwhile, I shall begin my work. I shall reach the very depths of your soul, to alter it, ready for eternity. You will not regret that our paths have crossed. Up there you will find the master of this fortress. Nulkaneth is expecting you. This demon is so witless he doesn't even suspect I'm here, but he is strong and tiresome. It is high time someone disposed of him. I shall assist you in this. Although my own brothers in arms are long dead, their hatred for the demons is far stronger than death. They shall help you kill Nulkaneth. Are you prepared to command the last defenders of the Lost Chapel and purge my fortress of the demon filth? I am ready. Do not disturb the dead. I'll deal with this on my own. Zacharias' voice sounds irritated. You must learn to command them, not vouchsafe their peace. Vouchsafe. Alright. However, it shall be as you wish. Go now and test your mettle, apprentice. I have no more time for this. I shall go to the laboratory to contemplate your future. Be ready when next we meet. Dimension door. You are going to regret that. I am? Wait, how am I going to regret that? Like I should have taken the undead and said I was ready. You will definitely have wanted the backup. Oh, nah, I got this. Like I can take these guys. I'm a champ, you know? Best fighter there is. In about 2 minutes. Guide for travelers, hunter. Oh yeah, I got this. No, you can't. Ye of little faith. Eternal sunshine, a pilgrim's journey. That's a tough boss fight. Okay, if it's a tough boss fight, I'll... Whoa, what is this? Sisters of Mercy. Memoirs of the Second Crusade. Man, that's a long read. Alright, we'll read that later. Alright, a tough boss fight isn't an impossible boss fight. I can take this guy. Nature of Divine. Let's see here. I just gotta heal up and I'm gonna be good to go. Alright, I got a Devil Imp. +2 on trickery and stealth checks. We'll give it to Camilla because she's the only one who has trickery. So she could use the buff.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
There. Alright. Now with a better chance of passing my trickery skill checks. Let's see, let's chug some potions. Probably gonna wind up drinking the rest of these. Yep. Alright.
What do we have here? I am helpful. Am I not?
Alright.
Over there.
Where's the little wire that shows how that's triggered? Or how I can disarm it?
I see something over there.
Nah, how? Of course it's a lightning bolt.
Close ranks.
Specters. I can handle these. Wow. Wait, this lasts for... Huh, it only lasts for a minute. That's way more manageable than the permanent debuff in Kingmaker.
I lead. You follow.
Salted me. grain, wine, with all the supplies that used to be stored in the barrels, only dust remains. Grand. Get a lightning bolt for that. I bet this was a tougher fight than what I'm going to experience against that one, that's burrow thing.
Pay attention.
I am helpful, am I not? I hope you appreciate this.
Alright, let's go. Please no more specters. Alright. Fucking hell. And now we learn what a jinx is.
Mind over muscle.
Cut them to pieces.
That's the stone golem's worse, actually. Books. Fairy Tales of Avestan, Curse of Ancient Nuberia, Arborea. Let's see. Despite the general devastation, the books look surprisingly intact. Every spine is neatly dusted. Right. What else we got here? Battle in the Valley of Fire. I think I read that already. No, I got the book already. I didn't read it. Lesser maximized meta magic rod. What is that? All variable numeric effects of a spell modified by this feat are maximized. Saving throws and opposed rolls are not affected. Alright. Give it to Ninio. Let's see. So, how many times can you use this exactly? Lesser Rod can be used with spells of 3rd level or lower. 3 uses per day. Sweet. Alright.
Yes, what?
Yeah, what damage spells do you have again? 3rd or lower currently. Fireball. Alright, I can maximize a fireball. So it'll be 7d6. So instead of rolling, it's just 6 times 7. Oh my god, I'm bad at math. 42. That took a little longer than than it normally should. But what about this? Only 2d6 at best. And it doesn't scale with level except for how long the difficult terrain lasts. Let's see, this is 2d4. And that's it? Oh no, the duration of the additional damage is per level. Okay. Alright, so I'll maximize fireballs. Got it. Yeah, I'm gonna save this. This should be a pretty easy fight. It's getting close to that time. I gotta hit the sack. Oh, wow, you're right. It is a lot later than I originally planned. Alright. Yeah, we should probably call it now then. Alright, see you tomorrow. Yep, I will be on tomorrow. Around the same time. Thankfully, for once. Bro will be here. And that's about it. So I will. Thanks for everybody who actually did stop by. I will be on tomorrow with more Wrath of the Righteous. And until then, take care.